Hi all, welcome to another Banter Blitz, Chess 24. It's about 11:30 AM UK time. So I'm just waiting for my preview screen. Let's have a look at the voucher code. You can get a whopping 15% off with this voucher code, Kingscrusher, as you can see there. And so you can challenge me and other streamers, including even the world chess champion Magnus Carlsen. So great opportunities there, and other grandmasters, etc. Okay, let's go to the challenge view now. And what have I done? Here comes my challenge views. Sorry about this. I'll just quickly shuffle my windows. Pardon me. Okay, I'm hoping the challenge view is slightly better now. Okay, I think I'm starting with Don, who had a fantastic game last week, and try and get revenge against Don. Okay, let's try c4. I hope audio and visual is now okay. Okay. Maybe d4 here. I wonder if Catalan. Okay, c takes. Try and play solid with e3 here. Not sure I particularly like Grunfeld's first thing. Bishop d3. I don't know if Don is booked up on the Grunfeld. The Grunfeld's very theoretical. And okay, is he going to take on c3 or okay? Isolate queen's pawn scenario. And the bishop c2 and queen d3 at some point, or here, just to try and provoke some weaknesses over there. This looks like a standard thing to do, and a3 is often useful for stopping knight b4. Looks pretty standard thing to do so far. So provoking some dark square weaknesses, I would hope, with g6, and put some pressure on the pawn chain. Do I need a rook? I hope I need a rook there. I hope it's useful. I'm thinking h4, h5, hg, maybe a rook e6 at some point, blast through the pawn chain. There's a Raymond Keane Immortal in an isolated queen's pawn, which is inspiring. If you haven't seen it, it's well worth checking out. I'm going to try and undermine this pawn chain with h4. I think this is a legitimate way of playing this. Well, I'd hope so. Okay, queen back. Okay, that's interesting. d5 looks pretty tempting here. This isolated queen's pawn, if you can liberate it, sometimes it liberates the pieces quite well. g4 here seems almost tempting. There's knight g7, rook ad1, maybe rook ad1. Okay, queen g5. What about d takes? Isn't that hitting the bishop? Hold on a sec, isn't that a blunder? I'm hitting that bishop. doesn't look entirely without downside. Bishop d6. So that does seem the last move sort of blunder in a way. Okay, so is bishop f4 going to be played? Mind you, it looks horrible after ef. Doesn't it? This looks as though something's gone wrong for the black pieces, but okay, some further technical investigation may be needed here. So, for example, bishop f4. I'm not sure this is a disaster ef because of queen f7. Mind you, rook takes e8 check, queen takes, then bishop takes f4. So if the king has to take, well, there's queen d5 check here. If bishop e6, rook e6, and then queen a8. Yes, I think ef is strong. Now, I think f4 is actually a liability. So queen d5 check here. So rook e6 now. Or maybe bishop takes f4 first. I don't want to lose that bishop on h6. So I'm wondering bishop takes f4 first. And then, so I'm hitting the queen. There's also a threat of knight g5 check. If queen takes knight g5 check, gives me queen e6. If knight takes, okay, knight g5 check here. Alright, yeah, I think that was just the last move blunder. But well done to Don. Beat me last week at least. So anyway, until next week. Jetzel. Okay. Hello. So Jetzel's also a very, very dangerous player in the past. Very, very difficult games. Underrated, I would say. I'll try c5 here. Oh, okay, we've got this scenario where white seems to be willing to give up the light square bishop, I suspect, after bishop b5. But, okay, I'll close in my own bishop for the moment. I suspect there's pressure here. Can I play e takes, or is there too much pressure? Maybe bishop e6 on castling queenside. It is a little bit scary. Perhaps queen a5 and bishop b4. Bishop b4, queen takes b4. I think I need queen a5 if I can get away with this. So bishop b4 next. Or I could consider castling queenside. Is that too dangerous? I'm wondering, do I get smashed in the meantime if I played, for example, rook he1, bishop b4? Is there knight takes d5? Knight takes d5, queen takes d5. Well, it is scary. I could take on b5 here, I guess. Or just play rook c8. Maybe just rook c8 for the moment. Not trying to be flash. It might, I think it might backfire. Queen b5, knight d4, rook d4. There's a knight sitting there. It would have been threatening knight c7. Okay, I think that was dangerous. Can I play bishop b4 now? Or am I getting in big trouble? Oh, I hope not. Is there knight d5? Knight d5, queen d5. Maybe I just castle there. Because If I play bishop b4, knight d5, knight d5, queen d5, if bishop takes, queen d7 check, king f8, and then takes the rook. So maybe I just castle that. Okay, I'll be content with being able to castle here after knight d5, queen d5, castle, sack a pawn. I'm hitting the rook. Bishop takes c6. He could actually get the queens off because he'd be hitting my queen. Pawn takes, queen takes. Oh, it goes on. Don't know if it's worth calculating any further than that. But let's have a look again just for a moment. Knight d5. Is there actually bishop takes e1? Because if that bishop's not pinning there, knight f6, g6, the bishop's guarding d7 there. Okay, now here, queen b5, knight takes, nope. Let's castle. Okay, that helps me somewhat, I hope, to be able to play c5 and d4. C5 and d4, or bishop a3 here is very, very tempting. Okay, queen takes is plausible. If queen takes, then bishop takes b2. Zwishen's I don't believe I'm a piece down or anything. It's okay, I hope. Fairly okay. Let's play this. Pawns. Okay, there's a fragmentation on both sides. Probably worse for me structurally right now. Worse for me structurally. Oh well. Okay, knight b6 here. That's c4 target. Do I want to play c5? Okay, knight going back. That doesn't seem a bad knight to have. I guess bishop a5 trying to drive me off c6. Can I get away with f6 here? For discovery, there's bishop f5 check anyway on the bishop. Knight c6, rook c6 anyway. Okay, so I play this bishop f5 check. I've got two minor pieces which don't seem that bad. There's some common square here on b1. Knight e6. Okay, knight e6, rook bb7. Fancying rook b1 mating. Okay, he's gonna seal that bishop. Bishop d3, just to keep the bishop alive. Oh, there's rook a3, no, rook b1. So knight c6, after rook b7, rook b1 is mating. That might be somewhat dangerous. Bishop e3. Let's say this position with rook bb7. Bishop e3. Is it bishop e3? Or is there something else? C6 is dropping here. It seems, if I'm not mating. And the bishop moves to give d2 for the king. Right. Rook b2 for rook g2 is allowing knight c6. There's a bit of a liability. Okay. Okay, what about king f7 for a moment? Hold on, king f7. So there's no knight c6. Well, then the e3. Oh, there's a king d2. But then bishop e4 hits the rook. Or, alright, thanks Jetzel, yeah, got a bit tactical there. Okay, Olaf. By the way, I have good news to report. On Friday, my club, Barnet Elizabethans, won the Capes Trophy, the 60th Capes Trophy. I had to play 2 IMs. I got 1 out of 2 against the IMs, being Richard Bates, losing to Nicholas Pert. So I had 5 out of 7 on board 1, playing for Barnet Elizabethans. So the team won 160 quid actually. There was a prize fund, a big prize fund. There was a huge amount of entrants. It was probably the strongest ever Capes Trophy. So thanks for all the 5-minute practice every Sunday. I think it came in handy. Except there is a difference between over the board 5-minute and online. I managed to play an illegal move, which is against the rules. You just lose instantly if the opponent claims it without pressing the clock. If they add another illegal move to it, I actually got my king to be taken. But if I was embarrassed by that in round 6, and then I got mashed in round 7. But thankfully, because of the previous games, we still won the tournament anyway. So on the individual matches, so it was a 4-board team: myself, Tom Vidias, Alex Efelontis, Roy Royce. We didn't actually lose any match. We had a strong Hackney team. So these are all the strong 5-minute, clubs in London. Hackney, Chingford was supercharged. I am Nicholas Pert on board 1, David Hayden on board 2, Costas Carrianos on board 3, supercharged team, and a sort of 180 on board 4, which maybe proved to be their slight Achilles heel. Because when we won 4-0, we won 4-0 in a few games, and that really got our points up, because there was like a bonus point, I think, for winning if you could win 4-0. So that helped, having a solid overall team. But yeah, I was really, really happy with Friday. So it was like preliminary round 4 5-minute games. I got 3.5 out of 4 in the preliminaries. Knight c3 threatened, and then 5 out of 7 in the main bit. So I beat Richard Bates with a dodgy bishop sack in one game with black. Beat David Sands with white. It's about 200. Beat a couple of other 200s. Yeah, it was a pretty difficult event. I thought when we got there, I just thought it was a normal club event. When we got there, quite a few IMs kicking around, FMs kicking around. Much more dangerous than usual. Capes Trophy on Friday night, much more dangerous. Cool, man. Okay, so yeah, that was fun. So I'm trying to avoid getting mated here. A3, I might do a quick, I've got a bit of video footage, but also the prize ceremony was video footage. I might be able to hopefully grab hold of that, put it on the Kingscrusher channel at some point soon. But yeah, it's 5 minutes is a lot of fun. Those tournaments, those team tournaments. Okay. Is bishop d2 plausible here? Or not? c5? Bishop d2? Not really sure. Yeah, I'm not convinced. I'm giving up d5 here voluntarily. Is it possible? Oh, hang on, this is getting really dangerous. I have to avoid getting mated. Hang on, he's got 2 pieces hanging after that. B and d6. Isn't that blunder? Yeah, in one game I had to find a real I thought I was done for, and I found this counter frat move to my queen, and it saved the day. Unbelievable. I was shocked. It saved the day, to be honest. I thought I was getting blasted in one of the games for sure. But yeah, sometimes finding a saving resource is all you need. Oh, thanks, Olaf. Yeah, that was the last move blunder. So you've very dangerous opponent there. I am a coach. Okay. Okay. No, I don't want to leave the game. Okay. Hi there. And okay. Here we go. I'll try and play King's Engine Defense or something. Oh, is it Anti-London or this thing again with C5, whatever this is? I feel I should play C5 generally. Is DC going to be played? Now with the knight c3, I wouldn't normally be enamoured by this basic classical setup, but I feel in these circumstances with knight c3 without the added pressure on the centre, that I think I can get a reasonable game with this classic setup. I have voluntarily hemmed in my own bishop for the moment. However, there might be some upsides to this, springing the bishop on the light squares later. Okay, here I think bishop f4, bishop d6. Or do I just lose a pawn with knight c5? Yes, that might be the case. Okay. So am I in trouble? Yeah. I don't really want to lose a pawn for nothing. But it seems as though he's pushing me to lose a pawn. Okay, I'm losing a pawn because of knight c5. That's a shame. Knight e8 for f6. Have I got an idea of e5 at least to try and generate some counterplay? Or not? Maybe like aggressive. Could take here. I don't know. Don't know about all this. I give g7. I think I've seen even Kramnik play like this occasionally with g5. I mean, he can be a mad hacker sometimes. I have lost that pawn. Okay. I'm hoping queen g7 is useful. Maybe g4. Try and get something going over here. f5 or h5 maybe. Is it possible f5 is handy? I don't know if I'm getting a really killed bishop on c8 right now. My bishop on c8 is going to be suffering. On the other hand, okay. Well, actually, isn't there a check? I'm going to take knight on c5 here. The check anyway. If I took on c5, he's got queen g4, but I definitely taken out this pawn. Looks tempting for ef at least. To guard, to ask that knight to move, sort of liberates the bishop. Yeah, I don't like the idea of all these checks, so I don't know where they lead. I'd rather not take the piece just yet. I'm happy to liberate the bishop. I thought that was going to be a dead bishop there for a moment. Maybe, in fact, to celebrate the bishop being alive, bishop a6 here, around about here, bishop a6 or f5, f4. f4 is also tempting for bishop f5 or bishop a6. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, I'm going to go with bishop a6. It feels like a lottery to try and decide trade-offs there of both moves. F4 because I don't know, it just feels like some sort of weird lottery. I can't work it out. Let's just play for knight e4 here. This looks as though it's better than what I should have had. I'm stopping knight c5. There's a threat of knight f2. I can't complain of this position, surely. f4, f3. This looks very, very good compared to before. Taking out that centre pawn seems to have liberated the position. It's very hard sometimes to work out the trade-offs if you've got a favourable imbalance or not. It's very, very hard in these, I find, in these, yeah. So, this looks fairly easy to play, though. So, f2 is now a threat. It looks, yeah, because I got a dangerous passed pawn, I think he's under pressure here. This diagonal could be good for that bishop if the king has to go to... Well, there's knight f2 anyway. Can I play rook e7 for rook g7? Is that dangerous? He doesn't really want to open up my bishop, does he? So I'm reserving f2 as well as a major threat. If he opens up the bishop, and you know, if he takes that, I get the whole diagonal. f2 might be worth playing. Should I be calculating this? Yeah. Let's try for something. Knight g3 for f1. If he took on e7 f1, surely dc e4 dropping off, but knight g3 pushing for f1 is looking like a piece. But is there anything better than that? I think it's sort of clearish. No, it's not, apparently. Okay. I think there's a bishop h3 trap on rook f2. Let's hit this knight for a moment. Try and get this bishop on e6. Try and hit some pawns on light squares. No, actually. Back in a mess. No. Okay. Try and get c4. Right, there's 2-1 over there. The endgames might be good for the bishop. Okay. Can I get to a4? It's almost pre-move time as well. Can I get to play a4? Let me have that. Well, I think we have a draw here, yeah. Yeah, we'll play. That was difficult, yeah. I thought I had some chances. Might have messed that up. Might have messed up that position. Yeah, it looked good actually at one point. I don't know. I don't know if I messed that up. Let's try and accept the challenge here. Okay, is that Clint Eastwood? That's a picture of Clint Eastwood classics, spaghetti westerns, or as I call them, macaroni westerns. So yeah, must see the spaghetti westerns if you haven't. And Good, Bad and Ugly, one of my favourites. Okay, so 1 elephant, 2 elephants, 3 elephants, 4 elephants, 5 elephants, 6 elephants, 7 elephants, 8 horses, actually, spaghetti western horses, 9 horses, 10 horses. Okay, I'll go on to another challenge now. All the time. Cobra. Okay, so Cobra. Is Cobra around? Yes. I'll try a Dutch defense just for fun. I'll try and play Stonewall, Dutch Stonewall. I wonder if knight c6 though, just to throw white off the normal sense, because I've seen Magnus Carlsen play knight c6 blocking in the c pawn. Yes, I'm gonna spring in knight c6. Not to be that predictable. So if I castle and knight e4, I was discussing the Dutch defense with the guys on Friday, and queen e8, f5 is supported, h5 is supported because of this f pawn move. You can play this crude stuff. It stems from move f5 as a perk, as a sort of benefit. The crude queen e8, h5. But at the moment, I'm tied to d5. Let's try and reinforce d5. So here we go. G5, is that dangerous? Knight a5, is that useful? Knight a5, g5, bishop f6 seems pretty logical without too much controversy. Although it might have been useful there for some tactics on this diagonal. Okay, but anyway, g5 now looks nice. Actually, isn't that hanging that knight? Muppets. The weakness of the last move. I didn't pounce on the weakness of the last move. I keep telling him, second chance. There's a weakness of the last move, guys. Every time you play a move, there's a weakness. I know it's terrible, but we all have a weakness of our last move. Every single move is a weakness of the last move. It's a fact. It's a fact of life. It's a cruel fact, and it happens a lot in Blitz. This weakness of the last move. If I played bishop d4, bishop b2 might actually get the piece back, or does it? Queen f6, e3, knight e2 check, and then bishop b2, rook b1, bishop c3. Is my bishop stranded? I can save all this hassle, can't I? You've got queen c6. Maybe it's worth the hassle. Oh, okay. It might be worth the hassle. There is knight e2 for bishop a1 anyway here. Yeah, so much for... I'm telling my students to pounce on weaknesses of the last move, and I miss it myself. Okay, but anyway, the first time. Thanks, Cobra. Yeah, a lot of online chess. I think there are a ton of opportunities in speed chess, just for move mechanics related opportunities. Nothing to do with any planning, just move mechanics. So I'm trying to identify them as clearly as possible. But these move mechanic opportunities, it's like SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. I'll call it the W of SWOT, the move mechanics, rather than the longer term plan. So we're talking weaknesses of the last move, actually, and parking spaces used up. Anyway, I mentioned that. What's another good one? Common squares that you've now got. Pieces that have now been liberated for you. Pieces that have been blocked for the opponent. Those are like the four main areas just on move mechanics, even if you don't have a big plan. Okay, because I've been talking, like, I'll do 5 horses, 1 horse, or 1 mouse, 2 mouse, 3 mouse, or mice, 4 mice, 5 mice. Okay, another time. Okay, let's carry on this queue. Move mechanics, yeah, I would call it the if you think of SWOT as it's a sort of business tool usually for finding opportunities, but strengths and weaknesses in the business would be like the people you have and the internal like resources. But on the chessboard, I think it's move mechanics. I think it translates quite well to the last move and the opportunities there. But for a bigger plan on, say, loose pieces and stuff, I think that's the O of SWOT. But it's something I've been playing around with as an idea. So anyway, okay. Again, because I've been talking a bit, that's 1 piler, 2 pilers, 3 pilers, 4 pilers, 5 pilers. Okay, we'll have to abort this. Okay. Here we go. Mopfa. All right. So what's happening here? Is anyone ready today? Is anyone? I'll get out the Vogue on poetry soon. Okay. Okay. 1 turnip, 2 turnips. I'm using the nickname to sort of do the word for the delay. 3 turnips, 4 turnips, 5 turnips, 6 turnips, 7 turnips, 8 turnips, 9 turnips, 10 turnips. Okay, I think I'm going to abort this. Okay, anyone ready today? Are you all somewhere else? Okay, Friedel. Okay. No, it carries on. Okay. Friedel is ready, of course, with the dreaded London system. Oh, yeah. Thanks. It's a very, very common weapon of choice nowadays. The London system is all the rage at the moment. Who would have thought? Okay. We've seen this before. So we've had this position a few times now before. This is becoming a start position. I'll put the bishop on e7. I think that's more flexible than g7. So it's a sort of French defense kind of thing going on here. And I'm going to play, I think, queen a5 as a sort of support for b4 later. This queenside avalanche. I'm also supporting d5. So I'm playing it like a sort of French defense, which I don't mind, as I have played the French defense in the past. You know what? I'm thinking that b4 is not right for the queen here. It's not right for the queen, is it? My king's still in the centre. Maybe bishop d7 is a cautious move. To be able to castle at some point. Alright, this cements a c4 pawn at least. Okay, he's got a4. I don't mind going back here. French defense style. Now, will he lock this side of the board? Do I play a5 here, I wonder? And live to tell the tale. Two rooks for a queen there. Or knight takes a5. If queen takes two rooks for a queen, I'm not sure it's worth it. I think knight a5. Or rook a5. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to play rook a5. I'm hoping I do not get tactically blown away from this position just because I haven't castled. Rook b1, I think I can just take and then castle. This seems pleasant enough. Queen b2 seems pleasant enough. Why is Queen b2 being invited? Why? Aha, I see. I see now. It's better to see these things sometimes before playing the move. I have to bring my king up over there, I think. Unless, can I hit? I need a knight on b5, like a6, d7, b5 to hit c3. Get the other one to a4. Right, get my king up there or something. b6 and then bishop a4. So if I took and then knight a3, knight a4. And can I do something with my king over here with g5? Try and get an active king. Now h5, king h5, g3, king g4. Okay, he's giving me an active king. There's also knight b5, hold on. Right, active king. Try and collect another trump card. Mobile pawn center with f6. Pair f6 or active king first, king f4. Or f6 immediately check. Is it that big a deal? Maybe it was. He gets an e5 square. Okay. Give him the 5 square. Alright. Alright, so it's a sort of active king. Can I do anything with it? H4 for H3? Alright, can I do something with my knights or not? Knight d6. My knights are more central, surely, than the one on a2. Can I not use my more central knights? Okay, can I use this knight over here to do something? Knight g4. Or this one, can I get that back? Maybe not. Ah, okay. I'm down to 33 seconds. This is looking like trouble. Uh-oh. I think, first of all, I'm down on the clock. That's one issue. Oh, I do accept a draw if there's a draw. Oh no, I accept it. Yeah, I'm not gonna not accept the draw because nothing. I'm making no progress. Okay, thanks for that generous draw offer. We'll play. Yeah, for some reason, Queen B. It must be too good to be true to play Queen B2. Yeah, so I should have looked a bit harder. Perhaps. Okay. Okay. Yeah, well played. It's complicated stuff, isn't it? Chess. Okay. Mark Zeller. So mark, 1 mark, 2 marks, 3 marks, 4 marks, 5 marks, 6 marks, 7 marks, 8 marks, 9 marks, 10 marks. Okay, I think I have to abort. Mictel. Okay. Maybe I have to conjure up some more anti-London systems just for a bit of variety, not to be so predictable. Some new anti-London systems. I think I might try and do a video anti-London system at some point, or a multi-series, multi-video series. It seems to be all the rage, all levels. I'm pretty predictable here. I was going to go for this kind of sack. On h3. It works against the IM on Friday anyway. This kind of bishop h3. It's, I think, two aspects to it. Even if it's not sound, it uses up a lot of time on the clock. I think it's looking dangerous here anyway. Okay, knight h4, bishop f3. It's looking well dangerous. After h5 and knight g4, it looks well dangerous to me. Because I actually stopped bishop g2 with this knight h4 move. So h5 and knight g4 looks exceptionally dangerous. Exceptionally dangerous. Actually, mating is queen g3, it seems. And bishop g2, queen g2, that's just simply mating, I think. Yeah, it's a bit of my pet system here. It's my pet killer system. Won quite a few bullet tournaments online with this tango. I think also dangerous was knight g4, in fact. But this one is just more optimal. Dr. Optimum, I think it's more optimal. Queen. Okay. Thanks, Ital. Yeah, he just went into my pet system there. Okay. From me. So this looks like a King's Indian, which is a version of the King's Indian, which white isn't slaughtering black on the queen side just yet. So f4 is threatened. Yeah, I think f4. Queen d3 check, there's bishop f5. Oh, yeah. Okay, thanks, Fremy. Yeah, that was a bit of a blunder, yeah. Okay. The crippled king. I'll play e4 for a bit of variety. I could bore you with the English opening. No, that can be exciting as well. I just want a bit of opening variety for you guys. Try and make things unpredictable to some extent. Okay, I like having a bishop without a counterpart. What to do with it? Bishop e3 looks tempting for bishop d6, just a positional bind, if nothing else. Then say e5, bishop d3. Nice positional bind with dark square bishop. Blockade. I hope. e5 runs into knight f5 though, so I have to be careful. That's a liability piece as well. g3, h4, knight g5 looks like a plan. Oh, that's a shame. I might have to take on g6 here to keep the bind. Okay, probably worth doing here. I'm thinking If I have knight g5 and the queen on h4, it'll be dangerous even without the line square bishop. Losing c3, I don't think that's a huge consequence. So I'd rather have rook e1, queen c3. I lose c3, but I try and get the position where I've got knight on g5 and queen on h4. So knight g5, queen g4 to h4. I see the candidate moves after as something I don't like analysing as such. I like the ideas more than the calculation. So I treat this as a sort of interface to get to where I want, basically the moves, the actual concrete moves. But I don't try and, for this sort of position, it's a nice bind. I just know where I want to get to, so dropping c3, okay, it's a pawn sack. On the other hand, this scenario, there's always h6. Maybe it's not that bright, that scenario. The bind inspires me. Okay, it discourages rook f8 as well. But if I got that position with a knight on g5 and a queen on h4, there's just h6. I'll go for it anyway, for a moment. If h6 here, this is interesting. Yes. h6 here. He's eyeing my rook as well. Alright, if he doesn't play h6, queen f3 is on f7. That's actually concrete danger. I think he might need to play h6. Because whatever happens, if knight e5 protecting f7, there's always bishop e5 and then queen f7. So if h6 isn't played, it looks as though queen f3 is dangerous. If h6 is played, then I don't know. Oh, that's another way, I see, of defending f7. But this is mega dangerous. I'll be threatening bishop c7 here with tempo on the queen. Aha. Try and provoke some weaknesses with queen h3 then. Okay, so queen g3. Oh, this isn't looking that rosy. No. Okay. It's not that rosy. The bishop's still a bit bad. I've got pressure on g6. Alright, let's just play for knight e5, I think. Or knight d4 to b5, which gives me knight c7. Is that any good? I think I'd rather keep the queens on. With queen b3 on that diagonal. Just in case there's a knight e6 and d7 later or something like that. If I play g3 to give my king, okay, f3 to give the king air. Or g3. Knight b5 here. Okay, I'm not convinced by my position now. Maybe I should be. I can't see it concretely. What is the point here? Alright, there's knight c7 though here. No? That's something at least. Hitting the rook, hitting the bishop. Now, the queen's eyeing c1. I've got to be careful with my rooks. So bishop e2. I've got to be careful with the rooks. Right, I think I'll take that exchange. And try and stop g4. That would be a nice undermining move. Queen c4 or rook c4. Maybe rook c4. And try and get the queens off. There's a tactic here. Rook c6, if he's not careful. d7, king's too far. Alright, thanks for the game. Yeah, that was interesting. Chess Cadet. Okay, Chess Cadet. Hi there, Chess Cadet. It's a 3-minute game. So this is, I like this position. Especially on faster time controls, it's useful to have seen the position before. Okay, so f5 plan as usual. F5. F5, friends, F4. I don't know anything more lucrative with the black pieces than to have an attacking position free of charge like this. Maybe knight e5 to avoid the queens coming off, or f4 here. Alright, I'll play like this. Okay, I don't mind a knight coming to e5. If it's with tempo, I've got f4, f3 after that. I think f4 is not playable just yet, so I'm playing for knight f4 or knight h4 here. Looks pretty dangerous in the circumstances. I'm on g2, there's no queen g3, so that's pretty dangerous in the circumstances. Okay, so yeah, that looks like a fatal flaw move. Actually, it's got a fatal flaw. I was giving that huge tempo, knight h4. Well, I think I'll take it. I'm on g2 and d3 here. Alright, thanks for the game, Chess Cadet. Okay, Kasparov fan. Right, Kasparov fan. Oh, maybe, okay, bit of variety here. I think I've been looking at Boris Spassky recently. I think he liked his King's Fianchetto as well. King's Fianchetto. So King H2, F4, G4, that sort of thing. Knight G3, G5, blah blah blah. Knight G3 coming up. And G5, nice space gain over here. If I can get it. Kick this knight. Although could I have just won a piece with E5? That was a bit casual of me, because Bishop G2, EF. Maybe I could have just won a piece just then. Oh well. Okay. There's a fast tempo to this game being set. Bit too fast maybe for accuracy. Any accuracy. Bishop E3, Knight D2 or Queen H5. Maybe Queen H5 just to provoke G6. If I can provoke G6, Queen H4 looks as though I'm blocking my H pawn. But I'm just wondering for a moment if it's worth it for F4, F5 later. Okay, I'll go with this. Giving up the E5 square, trade-offs. D4, just kick this guy. Because I can. F6 and Knight F5 looks forcing. Alright, my diagonal is vulnerable. This diagonal. Okay, there's some other vulnerabilities as well. No, my king doesn't look right here. It's right a target on diagonal and for Knight F4. King H2, F6 is not doing anything too quick, is it? Knight A3 looks terrible, but I'm going to defend C2 surely. Maybe Knight B5 later. It's not that bad if I have Knight B5 later. This F6 or King H2 or Rook F3. Maybe out of that lot, I think Rook F3 to double the rooks at least. Which gives me F6. If you ever plays F6, G6. If you ever plays H6, Bishop H6. So I think I want to play doubling the rooks and then F6. That looks like a plan. Yeah. Rook A, F1, F6 looks like a plan. Is it a plan? Okay, so F6, there's G6. How about G6 instead, trying to undermine the pawn chain? That looks too cozy, F6, G6. I think I'd rather play it like this. This looks reasonably dangerous. I haven't got queen d5 because of knight d5. But I might have some other goodies here. Queen f5 for queen f7 for queen f8 at some point. Okay, not the way he's playing it. Okay, rook d3 is threatened. Also knight h5 for rook f8 for queen g7. There's only right rook e2, king h1. I'll be threatening rook f8 there. If queen e7, maybe there's rook f7. Alright, there is just rook d3. It looks sort of simple and strong in some respects. Isn't knight f5 dangerous? Queen e2 check. No. You know, actually, I'm tempted just to play knight h5. So queen e2, king h1. I'll be threatening rook f8. I like that tactic because I've covered a Spassky tactic like that recently with rook f8. So I'm attracted to knight h5 and rook f7. Even though I see that rook d3 is probably a good move. But I'm attracted to play it to celebrate Spassky here. So knight h5 for rook f7 for rook g7. So rook f7 looks menacing if I can get rook g7 in after. Queen e2, king h1. So the threat is rook f8, queen g7. Yeah, I think that's less clinical continuation than rook d3. I guess more style to it. Like the Spassky Petrosian game I covered recently on the channel, he blasted Petrosian with possibility of taking on f8 for g7. Okay, thanks for that. Okay. Okay. A 3-minute game, huh? Can I get to play knight f6? If I can get to play knight f6. Oh, rook g8 for rook g4. There's also something to think about. Oh, queen c5 for bishop c6. I guess I better hold on to f7 for a moment. Bishop c6 or e4. This one for rook g4. Oh, miss bishop c5. Mind you, there's bishop c6 maybe. Bishop f3. I'll stop this, I think. Bishop c5. Try and get on this diagonal or something. h5 for knight g4. Queen d8. Knight d5 just hit his queen. You could just take that pawn, yeah. I'd like to have a nice knight on d5 here. Is f6 a move? Alright, knight e5 to f3. Outside pass pawn potential. Rook e6, I guess. There's rook f4. Put that on the board for a moment. He wouldn't want to move his bishop because of rook e2. Would he want to play? Is this playing for some sort of mate or something? If bishop c7, it was dangerous. Bishop b5? Oh, there's rook b6. What about a3 here for a2? a2 here looks winning. Is it not? Give me a queen for nothing. Okay, thanks for the game. I really wouldn't mess with me on 3-minute chess because I'm even stronger on 3-minute and even stronger on bullet. I really don't care. If you're an IM, I really have good results. Just the word of warning. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Okay, so knight f6, bishop c5. This is hanging. Okay, so check. Now knight g4, bishop takes, knight f2. Is a discover check to win the queen. I'll take this guy. Queen, this is a standard mate pattern. Queen g3 to take, then queen h4. So hg, queen h4. Right, advance the game, Michael. Goggin Pool, 3-minute game. Okay, you guys. You want to test me? You want to test me on a faster time limit? Okay, let's do it. Try and make this a gambit. Is he accepting the gambit? He's not, is he? He is. Let's not move the king. Otherwise, this isn't going to be pretty. I'll have to move the king. Right, knight f5. Rook e8, knight f5. Alright, f5 to try and suppress e4. Okay, king h8 for knight 8, not knight h4, f4. Okay, okay. Queen f6. This runs into knight d5. f4, e4. However, there might be some upside here. e4, bishop g4, for example. Is he playing for e5? Is he getting a big pawn center? Somehow, I think there's something that I can play in this position after e4. e4. Okay, so bishop g4 here. Okay, so if I took and then took on h4, okay, I have some dark square play. I can threaten mates, or that standard mating pattern with bishop h2, bishop g3, to seal off the exit square. Alright, thanks for the game, Gorgin. Okay, getting to play quite a few games today. At City Mid On. Cricket. Nice picture. Okay. Let's have a look at that again. City Mid On. Alright, he's using his head as a sort of... Yeah, that's a bad position, it seems. Alright, 1 cricket, 2 crickets, 3 crickets, 4 crickets, 5 crickets, 6 crickets, 7 crickets, 8 crickets. Ah! Alright, this is one of my favourites. Austrian attack. No, really, I when I see this position, I wonder. I do wonder. There's a STEM game, Nakamura beat this GM, and he just sacked this knight on c3, and that idea dates earlier to another very dangerous attacking player. Velimirovich, I think Andrew Martin told me, Velimirovich. So there's these attacking ideas of losing the knight on c3 to get a vicious h-file attack. Which is very, very dangerous and a crowd pleaser at the same time. Okay, so if bishop c4 and knight g5 threatens mate, okay, let's see. Knight g5, h6. And this is better with rook h7. I don't know, maybe rook h7, knight g5, king moves, king f2 with the threat of rook h1. I'm tempted. Rook h7, knight g5, king moves to h8, king f2 for queen h1. It looks like a good laugh in some respects to try and play like that. So I'll do it. Let's hope I will still be laughing in a moment. Okay, let's imagine bishop h6. Okay, I think bishop h6 was a critical test. For king g7, yeah, maybe I would have had a problem with bishop h6. What does the computer say about this? let's have a look at the computer. Thanks. Equal. No, white is winning. The computer likes this. Computer says yes. The computer says yes. This has never happened before. The computer says yes. Hang on a sec. Knight G5. King F2. I've played an accurate move, King F2, for I just want Queen H1. As I say, this is any move is just an interface really. I like to see what I want to do. How to get there, it's an interface issue. But King F2, it's just an interface issue for Queen H1. Bishop H6. Queen H1, this is what I was a bit worried about for a moment. Oh, there's Knight E6 check here anyway. Okay, maybe I just take the queen. It looks like a very, very dangerous... I think this whole opening is busted with this line. I don't know. It looks really good. This looks really good. No, the critical test is taking the knight. This is definitely not the critical test. Okay, maybe King F. Maybe this is the right way to play it. Okay. Well, that was a sparkling game to finish off with this week. Because there's 2 minutes to go, but I should really emphasize, if you did enjoy the stream and want to try and crush me next week, or Magnus Carlsen, check out this premium voucher code, Kingscrusher. So you get 15% off. So premium members can do all these challenges and get other perks on the site. So unprecedented tournament coverage, never seen before on any other website. You get all the goodies with the website. So remember to check out. Yeah, if you're not a premium member, the voucher code Kingscrusher is a really major thing. Yeah, thanks everyone. Just to recap, on the checklist I mentioned from last week, still stands for me. The SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. Try and apply it to chess. I think I'm trying to apply it to chess, I think, usefully. So for me, the W and the O. So the W, I consider the move mechanics opportunities, which are plentiful in online bullet blitz chess. Plentiful. Just the move mechanics. We're talking weaknesses of the last move. We'll win a ton of games or lose a ton of games. The opportunities of the piece liberated pieces of the last move is another one. Or the pieces blocked in. So you get key defensive squares, access to that. This is all move mechanics, nothing to do with any grand planning. I firmly believe move mechanics in speed chess is central to check the opportunities there. Central. Parking spaces used and common squares. If you can identify common squares of pieces quickly, I think that's going to give a competitive advantage where the pieces cooperate. So these move mechanic issues, high priority, I think. Okay, thanks very much. See you next week. Have a good weekend.